Nope.
What do you mean no?
No. Okay. No. Don't ask. Don't tell. No.
What? Don't ask. Don't. What do you gotta say, bro? Be yourself. Say it.
I said it. I said, don't ask me, don't tell.
That's what I said.
Okay.
This is a safe place.
Yo, it's not with
Just,
you.
just go on and say what you gotta say.
It's not a safe space. Okay, I'm judging.
I'm not
just
judging.
letting y'all know.
I ain't
It's not a
judging.
safe space. You didn't see this joker when we got the camera on.
You drunk? You just got here.
Don't tell nobody.
To one set.
Don't ask.
It's
Don't
gone.
tell. You're telling everybody.
So sorry. He got started a little early.
Stay winning.
I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. I stay winning. I did it, I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. Never losing. I'm winning, I'm winning. Or caught slipping. I did it, I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. I stay winning. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so look. Boom. Big breaking news in
Yeah.
women's basketball.
Yeah.
Okay? Someone that I believe, to be completely honest, this next group of WNBA players, these next group of women basketball players, I believe are going to bring a different level of excitement to the WNBA when they get drafted.
Right.
And who we got? Who made the declaration?
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, buddy. Well, she can shoot it too.
Yeah, she can.
She can
Yes,
play.
can.
So
She's a bucket. Like,
She is.
So she's now the all-time
yeah, she
leading
is.
scorer in
she
women's
is.
college basketball. And she's getting ready to jump into the WNBA, which is going to be exciting. Hope the WNBA can, give her everything that she needs to have a great career, great lifestyle, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously there's some issues with the pay for WNBA players versus
Yeah.
NBA players, stuff like that. But this is how you build that up. You bring in players like Caitlin, who's going to put butts in seats and raise the revenue for the WNBA.
So here's my thought about how the WNBA can gain more fan base. Fellas going to the game,
Right.
mom and dad's going to the game. I think they got to loosen up their structure to some degree, right? Now, with the college women's game, it's very successful, but that's a built-in fan base. It's
Yeah. You got people who went there.
correct.
I gave this school thousands of dollars.
Correct. I'm showing
Yeah,
up. All right. But you gotta like the Jujus, the style of play.
Yeah.
You gotta turn some of these girls loose to be more entertaining and exciting, right?
Yeah.
Because the talent is there, and someone like Caitlin, with the talent that she got, you gotta loosen up the reins a little bit and bring some eyes to this game with some exciting play. Okay, they're never going to be as athletic as Zach LaVine. It's just not natural.
And most NBA players aren't
Correct.
athletic as
You
Zach
get what I'm
LaVine,
saying?
so, yeah.
But
Except for
dribbling,
Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is every bit as athletic as
What?
Zach LaVine.
whatever.
He was one of the greatest dunk contests ever.
It might have been the greatest dunk contest.
I'm
to be
just-
completely
I'm
transparent.
just giving him his flowers. They
But-
both deserve that one.
Caitlin and her skill set, I believe, it has the potential to really, really begin to market WNBA as an exciting sport to watch regularly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I like that she's declaring. I don't know what the NCAA rule when it comes to the WNBA, how many years of college you have to play before you can declare. But I would hope that it's like a year or two and let Juju come on in right behind her. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would hope.
So that's a interesting point of view, because on one hand, should Juju jump in right behind her, or should Juju stay in college and try to break her record?
Well, you know what's funny is that
It's not gonna be easy to break.
no, it's definitely gonna be easy to break. But here's the part. This is what I learned, what I've been learning pertaining to the WNBA specifically. The women are making more money in college.
Yeah.
So there's no incentive to leave early to come to the WNBA because the money's different. So I'll stay 4 years at USC. I'll stay 4 years at Iowa, at UConn, at Notre Dame, at South Carolina, where all these great players are playing.
LSU. Yeah.
LSU, correct. I'm gonna stay 4 years, maximize all of this money that I can make right here,
Right.
because I know I'm gonna take a pay cut when I go to the WNBA. So these type of players, Angel Reese, Juju, Caitlin, and a bunch of the other, right?
Yeah.
They come in, let them be them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them be them. Let them go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we fans of the game, but you got to make it for us to want to watch the games.
Yeah. And look, the WNBA is already doing enough for me anyway to make me want to watch the game.
Right.
I think what I need is a little bit more consistency in my life. Like I just got to start prioritizing tuning into certain teams.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll be straight because the game is already exciting.
Right.
There's some great players. It's not just Caitlin out there. Like there's some fantastic players already in the WNBA that's been getting it for years.
Right.
Right. So just being able to tune in and follow them is enough. I can't wait till Caitlin's in the WNBA.
Yeah.
And we have an All-Star weekend. NBA All-Star
and
weekend.
she out there shooting it.
And she's invited to shoot alongside the guys. Because I think she's going to earn that credit just like Sabrina did.
Nice.
So it's going to be nice to kind of.
We don't want to see trash. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you balling.
Well, that's what we want to get. That's what you get with Caitlin. You see a baller.
You want to see some ball.
You see a cold-blooded killer when you look at Caitlin.
So you telling me that Caitlin on that juice too?
No, I'm telling you, you look Caitlin in her eyes, she going to look back at you, and she already got 30.
What? Yo, I ain't letting her get 30 on me. No, you done lost your mind. She ain't getting 30 on me.
She gonna give you 50.
I bet you she get you 50. Your head come black. It won't be great no more with that 50 she dropped on you.
That's what you hate about?
Yes, I do.
All right.
All in your face.
That's what he's.
Take that 50.
That's what he mad about.
And take this cocoa brown.
How do you know what color your hair is?
I ain't got no hair. I ain't got no hair, man. But
so speaking of that juice, what you talking about
with this juice?
Yeah, what about it?
All right.
What?
So let's keep it a buck. Kevin Garnett.
Uh-huh.
We ain't talking about Smush Parker.
Mm-hmm.
KG.
Right.
Made a very interesting passing by statement saying, well, you know, LeBron on that new Balco.
Mm.
Now, if y'all don't know what Balco is, Balco in the early 2000s was known.
Is Victor the main guy?
Yep, I think that's his name. Who had major.
He came up with the cream and other things.
Cream and all that other stuff.
Major League Baseball players.
Had Marion Jones.
College track athletes.
Yes.
Basketball athletes.
Taking the cream, the clear. Right?
Clear and the cream. Yeah.
Cream and the clear. Yeah. Okay, that's what everybody hate Barry Bonds for.
Right.
They're gonna clear or whatever it was that he was supposedly doing. Right. KG said the new Balco. So it's something that's not tested.
Right.
Or considered illegal that LeBron James is apparently on.
Well, let me stop you.
Allegedly.
Let me stop you. Because KG made a comment in jest.
That is
not
true.
In fact.
Not in fact.
He did not
just talking.
He was not saying LeBron James is on steroids.
Okay.
KG was saying that I think the discussion was about whether or not Bronny can score on LeBron.
That is very true. It was.
And what KG was saying was he can't. He was saying Bronny cannot score on LeBron.
Why?
He said because Bron gave him a bunch of credit, a bunch of props, and he threw in there like, yeah,
he's on that new.
He said he's on that new Balco, but he gave him a bunch of praise first to say this guy, we've never seen anything like LeBron.
Correct.
That's what KG was. That's the point he was making, and he's basically saying like Bronny is as good as he is.
Ain't doing nothing.
Can't score on his dad because his dad still
like that. Right. Now,
so he wasn't accusing LeBron of taking
steroids.
Any type of.
He wasn't accusing of
drugs,
but it's just kind of tongue in cheek.
He wasn't accusing
dialogue
at all.
So
it's KG, like me saying Talib crazy.
Yes, he is.
He straight up the psych ward.
I sure am.
But you're not.
No, I ain't.
So that's the difference. Right?
Don't pray for me about that.
It was a passive statement, and I'm surprised that it blew up.
It caught fire quick.
It shouldn't have.
Let me ask this.
That's how much hate LeBron drew.
I'm not even gonna say that I'm mad at that statement. Cool. Let me ask this though. Retired UFC fighter.
Mm-hmm. Chael Sonnen.
Yes. He ain't making a assumption. He is saying.
Actually, he did.
Okay. He is saying legitimately. He knows LeBron is on the juice.
No, I think he said he believes LeBron is on it. He doesn't know for sure.
Okay, cool.
I think that's how he described it.
So let me ask you then.
Yeah.
Is LeBron on the juice?
No.
What kind of juice he on?
I think. Look,
is it juicy juice?
Look. So So when all of this kind of broke,
Yeah.
and we started talking about this more seriously,
Right.
I looked at some of the guys that are like us, that are just like putting their opinion out there and
Correct.
saying like, hey, this is what I think.
Yeah.
And I paid attention to one guy telling the story, whatever. He believes LeBron is on it, but he also has some real sort of hate in his heart
Okay.
for LeBron supporters.
Right.
He don't feel like you can support LeBron
Okay.
and just be a fan like he is of Michael Jordan.
Right. Right.
He believes, oh, you a LeBron fanboy or fangirl. Like he's already putting everybody down.
Because you like LeBron.
Who even think LeBron is a good, like, come on. Like,
Right.
the guy is not trash.
he's-
So let's
nah,
not act like he can't have fans.
He's like that. And he's always been like that.
And so he kind of jumps in and goes in on his opinion about LeBron and steroids and stuff like that. He tries to give it some legitimacy, but he even admits he doesn't know for sure.
And nobody
Which is I'm glad he put that out there, because it's reckless.
to just say something.
It's reckless to sit down. Like, we're having a conversation about whether or not LeBron, he's not. I want to be clear. Like, there's no evidence whatsoever to
That he's on the
support
juice.
an idea that this super athlete, this generation defining athlete,
Right.
has ever done anything like that.
Right.
Illegal.
Right.
Right. So I want to be clear on that. Like we're not putting that out there.
Right.
Right. But when I went back to KG certified, and I watched
The whole clip.
a whole clip of that the original guy referenced, right? Talking about, LeBron on the new Balco and stuff like that.
Right.
That's when I'm like, oh, this is a joke.
Correct.
Because I watched it directly.
Right.
Go back 3 months. KG had another clip
Mm.
where all he did was praise LeBron.
Right.
All he did, and it wasn't to say like LeBron's better than Jordan.
Right.
He was basically saying like, look, the guy was I forget which clip he said this in, but he was like, the guy was spending $1 million on his body per year before. He's probably spending 2.5 on it now.
Right.
Right. Like he just had, and he talked about
He
him
just
being
invested.
in the gym.
Yeah.
Talked about how much he's in the gym more than anybody else. He talked about himself being like really into taking care of his body early in his career.
Right.
KG talked about the yoga and stuff like that he did as part of his career. And he's basically saying like LeBron has been doing these practices for a long time.
Right.
He said this guy, he has at least another 5 years that he can play.
Yeah.
And end up playing with Bronny.
Right.
Paul Pierce pointed out like, oh, he might want to play with Bryce too. And KG was like, what?
Yeah.
He can do that though.
Yeah.
Like he might be able to pull that off, whereas, it's not human. It's not something we've seen before to see a player in their 20th season talking about still being around for a few more years to play with their kids.
Right.
Like we've never seen that before. So he's like, this guy can play 25 years. Now KG played like 19.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe played 20.
Right.
Dirk Nowitzki played like
Vince Carter, same thing.
20. Right. But we're seriously looking at a player who could potentially play
Until he's 44.
25 years.
43, 44, 45. Easy. Right? Now, I'm not going to dive in if it's true or not. I don't care if it's true or not.
Yeah,
right?
It's not.
If it ever comes out
It's not true though.
that it is true,
But it ain't.
he going to be Reggie Bush.
Nah.
They going to erase that sucker
Nah.
from the face of the earth.
Nah. Because you know what they'll do? Because there's precedent for something like this.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not going to name names.
All right. I named Reggie Bush.
I'm not going to name
That
names.
joker don't exist in college football stats ever. They gone. He gone. He don't even.
But he wasn't the LeBron James of college football either. He was good.
He was what?
He was good.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah. He was good. Right. But check this out. There was a really famous popular player in the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Right. That was in the NBA, that was killing, that was destroying, that was doing everything he could, that had all of the support of the league and everything backing him.
Okay.
He ran into some scandal. He ran into some scandal where stuff was going to come out.
Right.
And it was probably going to be really bad for his career. Now, he has a very storied career, one that the NBA had been promoting. It would be terrible to have to tear that down. Same thing with LeBron, same thing with Steph Curry, same thing with any of these superstars who have these storied lives, these personas that are public, that the NBA has a lot of investment.
Oh, they done spent a lot
into
of money
that positivity.
Absolutely.
It's hard to take one of them
And tear that
and
down.
tear them down.
I agree.
So what they did back then is allegedly told the player to step away from the game.
Yeah.
Then that happened.
Yeah.
Player stepped away from the game.
Yeah.
Came back later, continued storied career.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that was about to break never broke.
Right.
Player went on to live a happy life.
Right.
Retired and all of that stuff. Right. So basically the NBA has a way, they have a playbook for being able to say we have a superstar who's in trouble.
Right.
And we can either deal with this with honesty, get out in front of it, and end up having to tear down the legacy of the superstar and the league because we allowed this to happen.
Right.
Or we can do something else to keep them from
to cover it up.
From being a story.
Cover it up. Yeah. I mean, look, I agree with you when it comes to that. I believe if it was going to hit the fan, the NBA is a powerful enough organization to make sure that it doesn't damage their credibility as a league, knowing of how much of a stature LeBron James is to the legacy over the last 21 years of the NBA.
Yeah.
100%. I hope it's not true.
Yeah. Look,
I hope it's not true.
Here's the thing. It's a joke. It was a joke. It was said in jest.
Yeah.
So even us having a conversation saying we hope it's not true.
Yeah.
I know that there's a little bit of truth when people joke about things.
Right.
I don't think KG meant any truth about this dude being on any type of performance enhancing drugs like that. But I do think that he was for real about insisting that LeBron is spending enough money where he can be using the advanced technology and science to keep his body in shape
to where it needs to be.
Right. So maybe, he's doing something there that isn't yet illegal, that might become illegal later when people get more hip to what's going on.
I tell you, who ain't spending the money to do anything proper.
Joker.
No.
Oh, okay.
These raggedy 3 bulls that just want to go on tour in another country. I don't know what. Yo, first of all, Scottie Pippen need to go ahead and cut his hair. Okay?
You're a grown man with braids, man. Come on.
Boy, listen. First and foremost.
What type of grown-ass man wear braids?
What type of grown man wear braids?
I know what. The type with hair.
That old gray-haired cow dog. Anyway.
Your hair is invisible.
It is. It is. It's a squeaky clean situation. Squeaky, 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 squeaky clean situation. Okay. Yo, first of all, I lost so much respect for Scottie Pippen.
Why?
Because here's why. This is why I lost respect. I'm losing respect for all of them that are doing what they can to bash Michael Jordan now. Here's my point. This is my point, my only point. We got photos of y'all champagne bottles in their hands celebrating all of the chips that you got alongside of Michael Jordan, who y'all are now calling a tyrant, a bad teammate. But dude, you got the hardware, you got the legacy, and we got photos of you hugging Mike with champagne and goggles on, and everything was all happy hunky-dory when you was winning chips. Now all of a sudden, a documentary come out that you don't like, that you disagree with, and you have the right to disagree with it. Now you're going to go around. First of all, you ain't in America. You went to another country to try to see if it was going to pick up some steam with this No Bulls tour. And you're going to try to discredit the documentary and how Michael Jordan really was. Now, here's the reality. Michael Jordan may have been a certified butthole. I'm talking capital certified with the big stamp. Boom. That's how Michael Jordan really probably was. But guess what you got in the process of him being the certified butthole? Horace Grant got 3 rings. Luke Longley got 3 rings. And Scottie Pippen is considered the greatest Robin of all time. And he got 6 rings. What you upset about again?
Well, one is your argument falls apart at Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
Right? Because Jordan never won one without
him. Okay.
So,
and?
Meaning Jordan needed Scottie just as much as Scottie needed Jordan.
And nobody's this saying that.
Okay, so if somebody can talk, Scottie's one of the people who can talk. So the very important thing, they are bashing him now.
Right.
So they're basically saying, through all of that winning and stuff that we did before,
right,
this is how he was.
Right.
Now, the documentary, which was I don't know what Jordan's contribution to it was. We know Pippen's contribution was nothing.
I mean, he was in it. He was in the
He had,
documentary.
he had a brief part in it, but he didn't.
They had
wasn't-
one full episode about Scottie Pippen.
about him not going into a game.
No, the documentary had one full episode about
Oh,
his brother,
him
his
interviewing,
father. That was a
His-
full episode
his
about him.
backstory about why the Bulls wanted him.
And how they drafted him.
Right.
So he was a big part of that documentary.
Well, he had an episode,
Yeah.
but there are also people who are telling the story. So, for example, Straight Outta Compton came out a couple years ago.
Okay.
Right? That's like
Straight Outta Compton.
That's like the Ice Cube, Dr. Dre rendition of what happened. No. It's the Ice Cube
Dr.
Dr.
Dre
Dre version of what happened. Right. Easy's not here.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what Easy might have said if Easy was around.
Talk because of he got the accident.
Yeah, DOC.
DOC, yes.
But my point is, like, Easy had beef with them.
Correct.
Who knows if their depiction of Easy in that movie
was solid.
Is really how it was, or that he wouldn't have had any type of objections to that.
Okay.
Right.
That's fair.
So you got a living person now in Scottie Pippen.
Right.
And well, we talk about depiction. Yeah. Isaiah Thomas was one who looked at it and said, I don't like how they depicted me.
Right.
Right. So there's something going on with how the story is told.
Right.
That don't vibe well with other people.
Okay.
I think with Scottie and Horace Grant and Luke Longley, I think what they're trying to say is, yes, he was great as a basketball player.
Right.
But there are things about him that you did not know, and that might be just as interesting to hear about than
the
all
basketball
good stuff.
Okay.
Right. I mean, we already put him on a pedestal for his basketball. Like, there's
go. He up there.
Yeah. Go.
He that guy.
Right. If you have GOAT conversations,
Michael Jordan is
he's 1A, and LeBron might be 1B.
Right.
Right. If
that's the conversation.
If you give LeBron any type of credit.
Correct.
Right. But a lot of times it's just joy.
Right.
Right. And what Scottie and them are saying is like, look, no, because yes, he's a great basketball player, but he's a jerk.
Okay.
And y'all need to know this because we lived through that.
Right.
Like if you got, I don't want to toss around trauma as a word here, but if you got like serious issues with somebody who's constantly getting all of the praise and all the awards, you might want to point out some of their flaws too.
Okay.
Because it seems like a lot of times when you have success, people will overlook your flaws, like big time. They will look past your flaw. You can be
the worst,
doing trash right in front of their eyes, and they're like, no,
they just let that go.
This is
sweep that under the rug.
He is baby Jesus as far as I'm concerned. Right? You know what I'm saying? So we see it. We even see it today. Like you see celebrities get treated with a certain type of like respect because of their accomplishments. So look.
I like that point. Okay. Right? But I don't care about that point.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I don't care. The reason why I don't care is because Lord Pippen got Scottie Pippen upset.
Don't worry about it.
I got to. She a part of this. She a Pippen, isn't she?
That's messed up.
She gonna be Pippen Jordan. Yeah, it's gonna be the first situation in history.
Larsa?
Yeah.
Larsa Pippen? Or whatever her name is?
Whatever it is, bro. Scottie, he messed up.
I don't know. They got kids together.
Man, he messed up.
They got kids.
That joker.
They got kids.
That joker is in Australia with cornrows.
They got kids.
They got no cornrows over there.
What you talking about? Izzy Azalea had cornrows. She's from over there.
There's no 6'8" black people with cornrows in Australia.
Maybe he over there looking for his.
Woo! Hey,
I mean Iggy. I keep saying it's Iggy.
Woo!
Yeah,
Iggy.
I'm going to say it.
Hey,
now I got your attention.
Hey.
So anyway, Larsa aside, look, what they're saying is, I feel like what they're saying has more legitimacy than some dude taking a KG comment.
Yeah, and just running with it. I agree. No, I agree. They do.
It may not change. It may not change opinions about Michael Jordan and people who hold him up in high regard because of him playing basketball. Yeah. We know he's flawed. I mean, the guy gave up a lot of money in his divorce from his first wife because he was flawed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
a human being. Correct.
He has his flaws.
Absolutely.
But I think it's fair for them to go around and tell their story. You're not wrong with that.
Look, have at it. Get that money. Tell your story. Feel good about yourself.
But no, I'm with you in one regard though, right? Like,
tell me.
In this regard, like, cool. Use those stories to get people interested in hearing more from you.
Okay.
and then talk about yourself. Like Pippen has the ability to shape this narrative into something where, as much as he's held up as a superstar, you use a word about Pippen that should not be used on a superstar, and that's the best Robin ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when Michael stepped away from the game for a couple of years,
Right.
if it wasn't for Pippen lightly fouling Hubert Davis,
He didn't.
the Bulls might have been in the.
They would have forced the game 7.
Right, but
That's what they would have done.
But what I'm saying is, we could be talking about how Pippen carried the Bulls
To the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
We
I mean,
could.
he got close.
He got close.
He got close,
right?
And he deserves credit for that.
We not.
He should be telling that story.
The thing
Talk about that season.
The thing, the thing is dope about that component, right? Is that season, even though it didn't translate to the way they wanted to translate when it comes to winning, he played great.
Yeah,
He was the highest he's ever been in the MVP voting that year, right? And it was a nice nucleus of team. You know what I mean? Because you had Kukoc coming in and whatever, right? The thing that bugs me about what he, specifically him, I don't really care about Horace Grant and Luke Longley. Like, their names don't have enough weight as Scottie Pippen's does. Scottie Pippen is the market.
Right.
Okay? The thing that bugs me about it isn't so much of him telling the story. It's the fact that he's constantly, same thing with Isaiah Thomas, right? You're constantly going back to that same well of destroying Michael Jordan's name, image, and likeness with the stories that you're telling about him, right? And the point that you made should actually be the motivation. Like, okay, I'm going to use Michael. Fine. We're going to use...
Now let's talk about me.
Correct, right? See, same thing with Isaiah Thomas, right? Okay, you want to set the record straight. Dude, nobody want to hear about your record being straight, because the image of Isaiah Thomas is embedded in the beautiful history of the Bad Boy Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to now kind of separate theoretically the two by saying this stuff about Michael Jordan. No. But just be where you are.
I'll give Zeke credit in that he doesn't just talk about MJ.
No, he does. He talks about everything.
Talks about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, his interviews be dope.
We talked before about the story about Bobby Knight recruiting him and his brother and all of that. Now, that came from Zeke.
Correct.
Telling that story, right?
Correct.
Like it was a movie about Zeke when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So he has an interesting life that he's put out there.
Pippen is doing that.
Scottie has an interesting life, but he doesn't put it out there.
Correct. And that's the problem.
Unfortunately, right now, when you talk about Pippen, the interesting thing about Pippen is what you just... It ain't
even him.
It's what you just described.
Yeah, it's not even him.
Somebody who borrowed his last name for a couple of years.
She got it. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no we mad at her. She changed the game.
I ain't mad at her.
She said, I'm going to get it.
I ain't mad at her for doing her thing. It's just, there's something wrong about your teammate's son.
Y'all don't even want to talk about it, because I swear,
dating your...
I will punch him in
this
the
is
throat.
auntie, right? Like this auntie?
Yo, I will punch him in the throat and add a head bump.
From the cookouts and everything?
Yeah, yo, did she make me a cheeseburger when I was 12? I know she did. I know she made me a cheeseburger when I was 12.
Yeah.
I know she did. Okay? My bad. We get off topic.
She wild. So anyway.
Basically.
Anyway.
So
look, I don't have a problem with them doing it to tell that story, but I do want them to change
the narrative.
Like Horace Grant being able to talk about how him and his twin brother, like what their lives like.
It might be Harvey on that stage, because it definitely ain't Horace. But go ahead.
but they could talk about their, how they came up, how they got in the league, how they played, throughout their career, how they retired, and how they got their boys ready.
Yeah.
Because their boys played right behind them. They got one that's still playing right now in Portland.
Now. Correct.
And he's at that line, like there's All-Star and there's Jeremy right there.
Right. And he could play. Jeremy could play.
He should be an All-Star, right? Like there's so much interesting stuff they could be talking about.
We are here. Let us know, right? First of all, Clayton Clark going to the WNBA. We happy about that. That's gonna be dope. Was KG playing around, or is LeBron really on that chips? Okay,
he's being reckless.
He wasn't.
There's nothing about LeBron's career that suggests that he's done anything illegal. And until then, we ain't accusing him of doing nothing illegal. The dude just stays winning.
Man, look, that joker losing right now. Whatever. And then, you know, the no bull tour, which sounds like a lot of bull. It's so trash. They so trash. What y'all think? Let us know in the comments. Let somebody know about Stay Winning, because we're going to keep coming, dropping this love. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and most importantly, always make this sound. I
stay winning. I'm winning, I stay winning. I did it, I stay winning. I'm winning, never losing. I'm winning, or caught slipping.